I'm delighted to launch today the 55th African Airlines Association Annual General Assembly, which will take place on the 19th to 21st November 2023. The event is expected to attract over 500 high-profile delegates from the aviation industry in Africa, Europe, and the Middle East, Asia, and also North America. 500 delegates, that's a big number for us, and some of you should start calculating how much are you going to make out of the visitation of the 500 delegates. The AFRAA Annual General Assembly is the biggest aviation summit in Africa and will be attended by chairmen and CEOs from airlines in Africa, International Civil Aviation Organization, ICAO, International Air Transport Association, IATA, African Civil Aviation Commission, AFCAC, civil aviation authorities of different countries, private sector operators, both in Uganda and outside, at airports, air navigation service providers, as well as aircraft and engine manufacturers. We expect to see Boeing here and also Airbus during that assembly. Component suppliers, among others. The hosting of AFRAA Annual General Assembly is historical for Uganda, and it's a vote of confidence in the country and an indication that the revival of Uganda National Airlines was not in vain. I wish therefore to congratulate the leadership of Uganda Airlines on this achievement within such a short time, despite the bumpy start that was aggravated by the COVID-19. For Uganda Airlines to host such an event in just 3 years of operationalization shows the firm and visionary leadership. So congratulations, Uganda Airlines, Madam Jennifer and your team, and also the board. With the airline hosting the 55th AFRAA Annual General Assembly, our country is set to be marketed on the global stage. The delegates will enjoy the beauty of nature by visiting our game parks. Hopefully we are going to make the program quite flexible for them to be able to do that, trek the gorillas in Bwindi, and immerse themselves in our culture and food and hospitality and the warmth of Uganda, for which we are best known. The event also brings to life optimism in the aviation sector and justification to nurture the next generation of aviators to grow the industry. We command about 85% of the air industry, but then you find yourselves, you can't move. On the continent, the connectivity is very, very poor. There are still issues which are of course affecting us and which will be addressed hopefully during that AFRAA. Sometimes you find even fellow African countries are refusing fellow airlines, the same airlines on the continent, to operate in their capitals, and without any much reason. So that is also going to be solved, I hope, and so that we can have free air transport and affordable at that, as has been said. The government is committed to supporting the airline to ensure unimpeded preparations and alignment of all concerned sectors to ensure that the event is a success. The government also pledges support to the African Airlines Association in hosting this event. I therefore take this opportunity to officially launch the 55th African Airlines Association Annual General Assembly, which will be held here at the Commonwealth Speak Resort Hotel, Munyonyo, from 19th to 21st November 2023. I want to take this opportunity to welcome all the delegates to the Pearl of Africa.
Welcome to the 55th edition of the African Airlines Association Annual General Assembly, our launch, the first to be held in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa, and hosted by Uganda Airlines. The AGA will be held under the high patronage of the Ministry of Works and Transport, and I'd like to personally thank you, Honorable Minister General Katumba Wamala, for standing with us and accepting to be the patron and anchor of this great event. In 2022, we were in Nairobi, Kenya, with Shakila, my colleague, and we were attending one of the meetings of AFRAA, and we knew that this event could definitely be held in Uganda as well. So we approached the leadership of AFRAA and expressed our interest, and they graciously voted us as the next host for the AGA. So Uganda is blessed to have this. This year, Uganda Airlines pledges to open its doors of hospitality, warmth and service to all delegates of the 55th AFRAA AGA. And this will be no ordinary General Assembly. It will be exciting and engaging, with many learnings drawn from the industry developments. When I took on the presidency of AFRAA in December 22, I pledged to focus on 4 areas, and which are cutting the bureaucracy and red tape of regulatory regimes that impede intra-Africa connectivity. Uganda Airlines is a victim of this. Creating pathways for increased partnerships and collaboration within the continent to reduce the fragility of startup airlines. As you're all aware, we're a startup airline, and that's one of our mandates to change as AFRAA. Support initiatives that promote sustainable operations of airlines on the continent by taking bold steps to invest in research. And finally, advocate for open skies through the fully operationalizing the Yamoussoukro declarations. And I believe that this year's annual General Assembly will embark on a journey to address these issues and fragility points that the industry grapples with. I also look forward to plenaries that will discuss industry action-based topics dear to my heart, like increasing safe spaces for women to thrive in aviation, creating optimism for the youth in the industry and beyond sustainability. The event will bring across and together industry players in tourism, regulation, and taxation. And these are things that impact the industry. Ladies and gentlemen, Uganda Airlines is honored to host the 55th AFRAA Annual General Assembly as the official carrier. We implore all Ugandans to take pride in this and this event and future opportunities that it will bring for God and my country.